Type Plays Games here, coming back to you with another video of Fallout 4, but we were going to be building here in Sanctuary Hills. So I decided some things.
Hey.
Hey, Sturgis. So I'm going to tell you what's going on here. I think it's finally time. So what we're going to be building here, it's not going to be today, but it's going to be in a future video. We're going to be building a schoolhouse. Because Diamond City has a schoolhouse. Why shouldn't Sanctuary Hills have a schoolhouse for the children? You know what I mean? You'd want a schoolhouse for your kids to learn at and whatnot. So that's what we're building here. But I'm not completely ready on the plan of it yet, because I'm not sure how to tackle it. But yeah, that will be coming soon. Also, I finished completing up the wall over here.
My old man taught me that duct tape could fix anything.
Thanks for that wise little bit of wisdom there, Sturgis. So the wall's finished, except for here. Because this is Sanctuary 2.0. We are not doing the same thing we did before. Yes, I could simply recreate everything I did in other videos, and then boom, we have it Sanctuary Hills back to the way it was. But why build Sanctuary Hills like that? Why build it the way I've always done it? Why not do it different? And since I built a lot of condensed housing over on that far end of Sanctuary, I want to utilize this as kind of like the town square. It's not just going to be businesses here. There's also going to be a town hall, a radio station, and other things. But we need to get things located and figured out before we can do that. And since this is going to be town square of Sanctuary Hills, we're not going to have, like I said, 100 businesses going on there. We don't need 100 businesses. But I was thinking, I built this nice little boardwalk, kind of overlooks the stream here, and I thought, why wouldn't we put a shop here? So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, also if you're wondering, I'm gonna do like an old schoolhouse build. Like it's gonna be the old style schoolhouse, like you've seen like the old movies, because we're not nearly big enough to have a massive schoolhouse, but it would be good to have something like that where the children could learn and whatnot. But I need to look up designs of an old schoolhouse though. And kind of get some ideas. I'm going to kind of start right there. We'll move our pile of lumber over here. So I guess we'll kind of start like that. Now this is a bit of a tough build because you see how the ground's sloped and whatnot, so it's not going to be an easy... Oh, we're going to be able to build this super easy. I've even thought about doing like this. Like bringing a platform up high enough. Because essentially these should snap to that platform. But it don't. This is going to be kind of a toughie. A tough one to build, but we're going to do it anyways. But I kind of want to stick with the old style of the... And if you're wondering what we're building the clothing place for... I always mess up her name. What's her name? Anna Graves. Anna Graves. That's who we're building this clothing store for, is Anna Graves. Because we're going to turn that area into town hall. Because it's not a town square without a town hall. We can even do that there. And then still keep this full platform. Because we're going to have like our own little mini boardwalk, and why not add to it? I don't build, and I'm pretty sure you've noticed this, I don't build conventionary style settlements for Sanctuary, for Fallout. I always like building like these outlandish, crazy ideas that nobody in their right mind in the Wasteland would be thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna build that. Start with the walls. I think it's Anna Hargraves. I think that's her name, if I remember correctly. So this will be kind of like her little clothing boutique. Nice thing is they'll be overlooking the water and whatnot. Realistically, we're in Sanctuary Hills. There's not a lot of action in this end of the Commonwealth, thankfully. So, fortunately, I guess I should say, fortunately, there's not a lot of action in this side of the Commonwealth. So we don't really have to worry about people necessarily dying or somebody getting shot. But I thought I'd have a little fun with this. I actually kind of want to finish Sanctuary Hills. I started it and I really want to finish it. And also I'm going to let you know I did delete the video series I had on Taffington Boathouse, because I just wasn't happy with how the build was coming out. And if I'm not happy with how a build's coming out, geez, that's a loud generator. I'm likely not gonna allow the video to stay out, because it's just, I want to deliver good content to you guys, good quality content. And the Taffington House build was just, and excuse my language, it was a shit show. It was a grade A shit show. I wasn't happy with Taffington Boathouse. I know I can do better than that. The birds singing in this game kind of make me laugh, because it's like the Wasteland. What, did Robin survive or something? Trying to get that to snap in there, but I don't know if that's going to allow it. I might have to do it this way. I just don't want settlers to get stuck in here. Like, I'm fine with it, just... But the problem is, if it's there, it doesn't really work with what I'm trying to do. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build like a home for Anna Hargraves, so she sleeps with her business. But and then what we're going to do is we're going to build another one, so it gives us a snap point for this. Because I kind of want it to stick out a bit. And then we remove that. Then we should, by rights, be able to slip that in there. Perfect. And it just sits on the soil, which is great. Back our... Because I wouldn't like that little gap being in there. But there, that's Anna Hargraves' house. But I really want to make Sanctuary Hills awesome. Here, we'll throw our wheelbarrow of random crap over here. But I just really want Sanctuary Hills to be different. I want it to be something that I have not done before. Like a completely different game from what I'm used to. And I know I can achieve that type of build. Just a matter of you know, figuring it out. So I guess we'll call this the new Fallon's department store. So I guess this area is going to be kind of like her cash register area. Because we are pushing it with how far this is going into here. We just have to be a little careful. So yeah, this will kind of be like her desk area where she's just chilling out and trying to figure out her things. Because she is a sanctuary business owner. This will be like her house where she lives in and she calls it home. Because I do like using train cars. They're very easy thing to function with. Yeah, you see how the hill just goes up from there. And it doesn't got to be perfect looking. Have it kind of junky looking. Yeah, we'll do that. Like, I could have extended the boardwalk, but we can't really because this is the thing I don't like about the Sanctuary Hills area. You see how it goes straight and then it curves and then it curves again. It's kind of really hard to build when it's like that, so what I kind of want to do with this section is I want to add 2 stores to Sanctuary Hills, or maybe multiple businesses. We won't just have one business because at the end of the day, Sanctuary Hills is going to be a nice settlement. There's got to be some competition between different groups in our settlement. So what I was thinking is maybe I don't like that. We add like another I like using these outhouses. They work for fitting rooms, especially when they got the concrete foundation. And she doesn't need to have a huge store. I mean, doesn't need to be massive. But adding a little coffee shop like right here and just kind of build it around her business. And then maybe remove these 2 cars. I don't know, it's tough. It's very tough because it's going to be a very small coffee shop just because we got to build around those 2 things, the changing rooms there, but kind of like because I'm not going to build all of Sanctuary Hills, like I'm only going to use half of the settlement. I'm not going to use the whole entire thing. Oh yeah, see, look at that gap. This is where mods come in handy. This is another thing you can use too if you really want to, and I kind of like using this because I think it looks better. Just using that as a filler. But I guess we'll just figure it out. Because yeah, you see got gap filler here, but it just doesn't look as good as that. Or maybe we'll just do the gap filler along here. Like so. It doesn't look like things are just floating and sitting in a weird way. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. It's not going to be perfect. Kind of want it to be scrappy and junky, you know. Another thing we could do is we could actually put our entrance to our house onto the far side, which would make more sense. And we can put an actual full wall here. And it kind of keeps our area clear. And then we're going to use these pieces just because they're going to work for what we need to do. But yeah, you kind of get the idea on how that's going to look. Yeah, we'll get up on the guard tower here and you'll be able to see it. Probably be able to see it from this one. But I kind of want to start utilizing every section of Sanctuary. And I thought instead of doing all the shops in a square like I normally would, I'm going to kind of do it like this, but... No. Okay. We'll go up this guard tower. Easier just to go up this guard tower. But you kind of see how it looks from up here. I'm going to try and find a mod that I can do an aerial view of Sanctuary Hills. After it's all done, I want to take pictures of it. Or screenshots of Sanctuary Hills, I should say. I think that would look freaking awesome. You know, and since this is a boardwalk, we want to get some railings so, you know, we don't get sued. Saying, you know, I'll have to pay lawyer fees. Your boardwalk was not safe. I fell in the water, became heavily irradiated, and made me feel ill. That's when you try to backtrack. Did you feel ill, or were you suffering from radiation sickness before you fell? Are you trying to pull some sort of scam? That'll be the next thing. We're gonna create a courthouse. Because with the Minutemen, you know, starting to establish control over the Commonwealth, I would kind of want a little mini courthouse built. Or maybe we'll use the town hall as a courthouse. It'll be our town hall and kind of like our courthouse. So the Minutemen will start establishing like law and order to the Commonwealth, which will kind of make it... I mean, you would kind of want that, wouldn't you? Law and order to this wasteland. You know, kind of like what the NCR are doing. Where they kind of just establish some sort of control over the wasteland so you don't have people going... thinking they can just do whatever the hell they want anymore. But That's a future video right there. Building the town hall. Town hall is going to be tricky because I don't even know where to start with that. I built one years ago, but the one I built I built it out of these and barn pieces. It looked like crap. But I don't want it to look too perfect because again, we're in the wasteland. Who wants it to be perfect?
Flowers. Whoop, right in this place up.
Yes, and I'm gonna go to sleep so we can keep building during the day. Why? Here's... You riddle me this. Why is there
Hey,
always
at
one
least it's
random
honest.
guy, caravan guard, that's completely naked? Like he has no clothes on. Never understood that. See, another thing I want to do is I want to build a pathway going down here
Whoop, right in this place up.
and kind of be like, bring you down into like this lower section of Sanctuary Hills. Because I'm going to rebuild the factory, but I'm not going to build it here where it originally was. I'm going to build it somewhere else to use up some of this backspace. But I want Sanctuary Hills to be different from what we've done in the past. I don't want it to be the same anymore. We're changing things up. This is Sanctuary Hills 2.0. Here's where more of those glass pieces would come in handy, but that's what Snap and Build has. Usually Snap and Build has some pretty cool stuff we can use. I try to like using more vanilla. See, that would work, but it doesn't suit the style I'm going for, since I've already started with a lot of these greenhouse walls. Because essentially how I'd want to do this is I'd want one of these. Which, I mean, we could do it that way. Is it gonna look pretty? Hell to the no. Does it work? Yes. You know what? We're just gonna roll with it. We're rollability here, man. We're not gonna worry about how it looks. Like, you kind of just come into the boutique here. You know, Anna Hargraves' desk is going to be right there. She'll just be working her butt off, trying to make this settlement great. Like I said, this is not going to be conventional Sanctuary Hills. We're going for a completely different style of look, I guess you could say. how that's gonna bug me beyond belief. There we go. Fallon's store structure has been built. Now it's ready to start placing some items. And if you think about it, actually we're gonna do tile there. Like I said, it's not gonna be conventionary, not the conventional Sanctuary Hills that everybody likes to try and accomplish. It's gonna be a completely different sanctuary. Can you imagine that? You just sit there and that's your view. Like, look at that. Becky Fallon would be proud. Or she wouldn't give a shit, I don't know. I don't think she'd give a grand crap. But the reason why I'm doing Sanctuary Hills different is I don't want to do it the same anymore. Because it's always been like that. Always build Sanctuary Hills the same all the time. With nothing that made it different. And I'm tired of building it that way. I want to build it different. I want it to be interesting and... Here, we'll turn off auto snap. Kind of like a little divider next to her counter. I think we got some mannequins in that. And her stand in this place. No, we don't, surprisingly. Gotta put some mannequins up and throw some clothing on them. You know, that would be a sweet place to put some power armor. Not this big ass display stand, but or you know what we could do? Get a mannequin like that. Because this is a clothing store, there is going to be mannequins kind of like all over the place. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing has to be wired up. So we gotta get up here. I would really like to do a windmill generator. But it just kind of blocks everything off. It doesn't look as good to me. But another thing we could do is we could run one of these in behind our store, but then you'll listen to that thing going off. Or we can ask good old Sturgis for some power. Pretty sure Sturgis will front us some power. Because he is running a fusion core generator. I highly doubt... are you giving Sturgis a reading there, Mama Murphy? Or what? Or just checking the place out? I'm gonna parkour our way. I said we gotta parkour our way up to the roof here. There we go. This is only using 25 units of power. 25, so we still got 75 units of power. Sturgis can spare some power. But let's build the coffee shop first. So, this is probably going to be a multi-series, multi-part video, and I don't want to drag these videos out for hours.
Don't know if I believe all those boogeyman stories about the Institute. It all sounds like...
Trust me, that shit ain't paranoia. The Institute is real, and they're screwed. Because I know I had some things of power armor here that I wasn't using. Let's use the good old T-45. One of the crappiest power armor to own in the game.
Nice.
I remember when I first played Fallout 4, speaking of this power armor, I jumped off a building here in Sanctuary and landed near a bunch of settlers and caused harm to them. And I was trying to figure out why the hell are they attacking me, and then I'm like, oh crap, you can deal damage when you jump off the high places in power armor. But then the show changed the lore of that, where you could jump from a high place, but you can slow your descent. Which makes more sense. There we go. How does that look from the window? Oh, look at that. You'll be coming up here and just hanging out. Or you'll come up here and you'll see that and you'll be like, holy crap. Also, I'll just show you something else I did.
If you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
Been there, done that, got the shirt for it. I built this little house in this guard tower. Like there's somebody living up here. It's not an adult, it's a child. But he was traveling, or she was traveling in the waste alone, and she's kind of used to being on her own, so she wanted a place she could call her own, but was kind of away from everybody, and the Scarred Tower was the best map for her. Turn it back on, object snap, and one object snapped on. again, we'll move our lumber. It'll be kind of like a little mini restaurant. But I kind of don't like how that looks. I think we'll put a cap on that. Maybe we should just give her one dressing room. And that'll give us the room we need to finish building this. Because we can't really do another fitting room here because it's too... the ground clips in there, so... Because we do it this way... you can put a little half wall like this here. And then do it like that. And go to our roof tab. And then kind of do it like that. Because I think you can have more than one business in Sanctuary Hills, so... and then have our set of stairs coming down like that, off of the boardwalk. See those birds singing? That just kind of... it kind of breaks the immersion of Fallout 4 when those birds start singing, because you're like... why are there birds singing in the wasteland? There's nothing to be jolly about the Commonwealth. The place is crappy. Oh, we can finally use the Slocum Joe. The Slocum's Joe frickin' kiosk. So it's like, how the heck am I gonna use it? Produces income based on total population, makes settlements settlers happier. Because we got a bar and grill. Okay, now I gotta go find a settler to run that. Not right now, but... I'm gonna have to find a settler to run that business. Just so it makes... maybe I'll add like some flooring. We could put a coffee station and a deep fryer back here. Another thing I was thinking of adding, instead of just having these all along here, was having like some junk fences. Some picket fencing. Just because it kind of goes with the lore about Sanctuary due to the fact that this was a picket fence neighborhood. There we go. And it changes up the texture so we don't have all this all the way through here. Kind of makes it different. But that looks good. I'm happy with that. So definitely we need to start running power. So I guess we got a Slocum's Joe donut shop now. Courtesy of the Sole Survivor. Oh, you know who I figured out can run this Slocum's Joe? Who would be the perfect person to run this Slocum's Joe? Yeah, I want object snap on just so I can get this placed. That's a mix. Some expensive coffee. That's even more than Starbucks. Oh my god. I'm not shopping at Slocum's Joe with those prices. Jeez. It's like expensive. This is what I want. So I think the best way to snap that on is probably putting a wall there. Kind of treat this like a dummy wall. Oh yeah, we gotta turn on object snap. You know what? I'm good with that. Does it look perfect? No. Is it meant to look perfect? Heck no. We can just scrap that sign. Oh, I need some cooking oil. That would be an easy item to acquire. It's everywhere in the Commonwealth. I kind of want to use this one just because that one works. There, we got a Slocum's Joe, our own personal Slocum Joe's in Sanctuary Hills. That's freaking awesome. Well, I'm gonna close this video off because I don't want this to... Mama Murphy, what are you doing? It's dangerous up there. And you're standing on a power line. That thing's powered. It's electrified, Mama Murphy. Can somebody please get Mama Murphy out of there? Anybody? Preston? Preston's not bothering. Preston, can you please get Mama Murphy off of the roof of Sturgis's house? It's very dangerous. She could get hurt. Mama Murphy, what the heck are you doing? Get off of the roof. I know you used to...
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid. No more chems, and no more sight either.
Gotta just let her get near the edge. No, that's not working.
You don't need the sight to see that you've done
I don't understand why you would think it's a good idea to be up here. Wait, where did you go? Oh, thank God. Yeah, thanks for your help, Preston. Alright, so we're going to close the video off here. And, definitely stay tuned for the next video. Let me know what you thought down below of this video and what you think of this boardwalk idea with at least 2 businesses and changing up the town square, essentially. Because we're going to turn Sanctuary into a town, trust me. But other than that, thanks for watching. Again, remember to like and subscribe and to hit that little bell notification down below so you'll know when another video is dropping. Other than that, that is all. Bye now.